going on, party people? Back with some more Babymonochrome action. This is McFlurry. This is a round 9 winners bracket match. Actually, this is the winners finals between Fille, from our perspective, and Rahul from the opposing perspective. And yeah, second video I'll be able to record today. The hoot hoot is behaving as I'm currently watching her right now. Fatherhood, man, it's been a blast, but it's definitely changed things. We'll see how many videos I can get in here in the next few weeks. Of course, I am quite sleep deprived here, so bear with me. But yeah, let's get into it here. So, Fille bringing a pretty Fille-looking team, I must say. Seems a lot like a team I've seen him use before, with the exception of Bronzor and a Natu. It looks a lot like that one that he brought against. I think it was Incognition. I think it was 2 weeks ago, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, I mean, just a little bit more of a fat version of that team. I think that was pretty much straight hyper offense. So just a little bit of a fatter core this time around with the Natu and the Bronzor and Mindfu, of course, and then you got a more of an offensive build there with the Abra, Ghastly, and Diglett, which is probably the stealth rocker on this team. Rahul bringing a really cool team as well with Stunky. Pretty balanced team overall. Some fatter mons, actually. You got the Drillbur, which I could see this being more of an offensively leaning Drillbur, but we'll have to wait and see. Mindfu, Natu, Frillish, and the Porygon. So let's get into it here. Apparently this is a pretty wacky set, so let's see how it goes. Ghastly lead from Fille. Natu lead from Rahul. Gets out of there, doesn't want to take a Shadow Ball, goes into Porygon. Fille taking the middle ground here, just going for the Sludge Bomb, and gets the Poison right away, which is quite nice. Fille going into Bronzor, just in case this Porygon wants to click Psychic or T-Wave, which is what ends up happening. Bronzor not really a Pokemon that needs its speed too much. Drillbur coming out here for Rahul, the Mold Breaker, of course. And Fille gets fully paralyzed this turn. Mindfu coming out here as the Drillbur just sets up the Stealth Rocks. Okay, so likely not Choice Scarf. We see it switch up moves, so definitely not Choice Scarf here. Clicks Earthquake and then takes a Drain Punch. I've noticed from a few of the teams I have from Fille and seen him use throughout the tournament, definitely likes his Drain Punch Mindfu over High Jump Kick. I personally like Drain Punch as well. I know Mindfu has steady recovery in Regenerator, but it is kind of nice having that little bit of extra recovery, in my opinion. Who's going to be able to take one more Earthquake here and get off another Drain Punch. Going to live another one if it wants. So Rahul kind of pressured out of here. Goes into Frillish. On the U-turn, Fille knowing this, of course, so Regenerator is going to activate here. Natu coming out on the Frillish here. Natu coming out here for Rahul as Fille clicks Giga Drain. Always a neat move that Natu gets, I think. Takes a Heat Wave as Rahul wins a potential speed tie. Fille fires off one of his own there and gets a Roost off. Confirming this was indeed a speed tie. Rahul's going to U-turn on out of there. Goes into Stunky, potentially trapping this Natu. Fille knows this and stays in. Clicks Heat Wave but misses. So we won't know if that would have burned or anything. And will not survive another pursuit. So there you have it. Diglett coming out here, trapping Stunky. Oh, just kidding. This Stunky, I believe, was able to switch out as it's actually packing the Shed Shell. I did watch this match beforehand, by the way. But yeah, I think Shed Shell makes it so this Diglett is actually not able to trap the Stunky, which is pretty neat. Pretty neat tech. So Natu coming in on the Earthquake here. Frillish switching in here for Rahul on a beat up. It's only going to be able to get 4 hits off, considering the Bronzor is paralyzed. Mindfu coming out here for Fille on a recover turn. Smart play, but not threatening a payback or a knockoff. Clicks Taunt. Rahul clicks Scald instead. Does not get a burn. And reveals the knockoff here, getting rid of that thing's a Violite. We see another Scald, and we don't see another burn here. So Fille able to U-turn on out of there. Bronzor coming out. takes the Scald very well. Frillish is able to recover here, instead switch into Drillbur rather. Oh, and Bronzer gets fully paralyzed yet again. This Bronzer really doesn't want to do anything. He just keeps getting fully paralyzed. Gonna drop to an Earthquake. Diglett coming out here. It's gonna be able to revenge kill. We know this Drillbur's not scarfed. It's just gonna drop. And it's not Shed Shell, I should add. Mindfu coming out here for Rahul. U-turns. Big damage on the Diglett. Maybe expecting a switch there. Natu comes out and Magic bounces the Stealth Rocks. The animation got all wacky there because there's already Stealth Rocks on Fille's side of the field there. Quick's beat up is going to do 4 hits. Doesn't quite get the KO. Natu, rather than roosting, opts to click Psychic. Would assume Roost is last here. Abra comes out. Goes for the hidden power. It's super effective. It could be ice. And the Hoot wants to be held, so I will have a co-host for the remainder of this video. Here's the Stunky. I won't be able to pause either. Stays in with the hidden power here. Maybe predicting this Pursuit. It's going to drop either way. So Abra's going to go down here. Mindfu coming out here. Porygon for Rahul. Just knocks that thing out clean with the Drain Punch. We had a sack situation here, perhaps. Otherwise, what else would you bring that in? Frillish coming out here for Mindfu, or for Rahul rather, on the U-turn. So now Ghastly can come in and threaten a Shadow Ball. So we might see the Stunky come back out here. Oh, right, the Trick, of course. So that Frillish actually gains in a Violate, which is pretty neat. Mindfu comes out on the Giga Drain, perhaps. This Ghastly isn't packing Shadow Ball. Big Stone Edge miss. Stone Edge on the Mindfu, that's neat. It's gonna drop to a Sludge Bomb. So a big miss. Stunky coming out here for Rahul. Pursuit not quite gonna be able to get the KO. Even without a Violate, gets the knockoff. There's that Shed Shell. And drop to a Sucker Punch. Mindfu, we'll have to see how this plays out here. So, Rahul quick Fire Blast. We don't see a burn. Maybe a last-ditch effort there to beat that thing 1v1 with the Frillish afterwards. Takes Aftermath damage. Here's that Frillish yet again. Gets taunted. Rahul still clicking Recover that turn, just in case. Big crit knockoff, and that seals the deal there, because it's now going to be in range of an itemless knockoff on the fall, especially with no burn on the Scald. So big last turn there. Fille definitely getting some favorable hacks there at the end, or lack of hacks, I guess, without the Scald burn there, but the crit was huge. I remember Fille saying on Discord here, this match is kind of wacky, and yeah, we see that in game 1 here, getting the win. Lots of wackiness going on there. There's some that went Rahul's way, of course, but kind of felt like in this match, if there's anything that could get hacksy, it did happen, barring a Scald burn. So there you have it. So Fille's up 1-0 here. Let's get into game 2. Alright, game 2, let's get into it. Fille bringing a very interesting team with the Ponyta. Hello? Ponypaw. I'll start calling it that, but yeah, I know Fille likes running Ponyta. We'll have to see if this is Scarf or perhaps an Violate one. Maybe something different altogether. We'll have to wait and see. We see the Natu bring yet again. Overall, just kind of a pretty balanced team, like last time. You got the Porygon, you got the Ghastly, Chinchou. Hoping for Water Absorb this time, but we'll have to wait and see. We might see some Mind Games. It's not a McFlurry video unless I talk about Chinchou Mind Games and Team Preview, am I right? And then, of course, we see a Diglett here. Now, Rahul bringing straight offense here. I mean, you got fatter Pokemon in the Timber and the Staryu, but other than that, yeah, looking to just punch some holes. You have a Drifloon, a Diglett, Clamperl, and Omnimite making up the 2 Shell Smashers on this team. Though we could see maybe some hazards from this Omnimite, but this could just be like some double Shell Smash destruction. Yeah, let's get into it. There we go. Sorry, I'm doing this awkwardly with a baby in one hand here. Ponyta lead from Fille, Diglett lead from Rahul, big earthquake, revealing that this Ponyta is probably going to be a Violite as actually lives the hit, but then drops to the Flare Blitz, recoils, Diglett just hangs on, just barely. Fille bringing in his own Diglett on a balloon. Rahul just opts to get up rocks and let this thing drop. I think Diglett did his job though, it got a KO and got up rocks. Staryu coming out here. Fille goes into Chinchou, and we actually see this Staryu set up a screen, which is interesting, a reflect more specifically, and then a light screen as this Chinchou just volt switches out on the next turn, making it take a little bit less damage there. Natu coming out here for Fille. Drifloon for Rahul. Is the switch in on the Giga Drain? Good play. We saw Giga Drain from Fille's Natu last game. Ooh, and a big Psychic crit's just gonna ignore the screen and just knock that thing out clean. Big hacks right away here. You see the Clam Curl come out. It's going to take the Giga Drain quite well. Probably going to get the Shell Smash off here. Yes. So we have a threatening Clam Curl behind two screens here. This is going to get the KO here. Clam Curl able to hit giant damage outputs with the DTC Tooth item. Might have some mind games here though. This is indeed a Volt Absorb Chinchou. Fille perhaps trying to bluff there, but still able to live a hit and get the KO with the Volt Switch here, regardless of screens. Clamperl obviously not running a Violite, so it's not going to be able to take hits too well. Diglett for Fille, and then Omnimite coming out here. Fille with the clutch substitute here, so now Reflect can actually expire the next turn, and Fille can get a safe KO with Diglett after getting its sub broken from the Hidden Power Grass from the Omnimite. So really clutch play there by Fille, just clicking sub, because I think if you attacked right away there, you wouldn't have been able to knock out that Omnimite behind the screen there. And then it would just drop to a Surf or something. Timber comes out, Fille just going to sack the Chinchou here. Drops. Ghastly coming out here for Fille. Big Giga Drain. Take some damage. Timber probably going to click payback, yep. And likely in a Violite, Ghastly is actually can live that hit. Huge crit Sludge Bomb. So Ghastly's able to get the KO that way. And Rahul just opts to forfeit there at that point, as you got a screen Staryu up against 3 more Pokemon, including the Diglett. So yeah, that's definitely done. And Fille moves on to the winners finals. Oh no, the grand finals I should say, as this was the winners finals here. We still have some losers bracket matches to play out here. I know Incognition and Tizione wrapped up today too. I gotta find some time to cover that one as well. But I'm posting this one a little bit early, I think. I wasn't expecting to get 2 recordings here today. I've got a ADV Little Cup UU match scheduled for Tuesday, and a few that I have queued up just in case this dad life would keep me a little too busy to post regularly. So there you go. I'm pretty proud of myself. I was able to get 2 videos in here. And yeah, there you have it. So Fille moving on to the grand finals. I'm gonna be waiting for a little bit though, as the losers bracket wraps up here. So there you go. Be sure to stay tuned for more Babymonochrome action here. Gonna be covering these last few matches. We're coming down to the wire here, and be sure to like, subscribe, and all that. And thanks for watching. Peace.